The Kármán line is classified as the boundary to space. But how far away is this boundary? How far away is space? To understand how far the boundary to space is, let's try to put it in context of things that we see and interact with every day. At the scale of just 10 meters, we can see many everyday objects that we regularly interact with. People are around 1.5 to 2 meters tall. A typical middle-class house stands at roughly 6 to 8 meters tall, and the trees that might be around your yard are typically on the order of 10 meters tall. Scaling out to a distance of 100 meters, many objects we may interact with inside of our cities can be realized. Most high-rise buildings are between 50 and 100 meters tall. This is also the height of typical church towers, satellite towers, and other city structures. At 100 meters in height, we reach the altitude of the tallest organisms in the world, the great sequoias, that are native to Northern California and its temperate rainforests. Scaling out to a distance of 1,000 meters or 1 kilometer, we reach the limits of human building capacity. The Eiffel Tower, which was the largest human-made structure in the world upon its construction 150 years ago, stands at 300 meters tall. The world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, stands at just over 800 meters tall. The typical cruising altitude for hot air balloons is also 500 to 1,000 meters tall, and from this altitude you can see about 10 times further to the horizon than on the ground, making for magnificent views. Scaling out yet further to the distance of 10 kilometers, nearly all human activity is contained. The typical altitude of rain clouds is reached at between 2 and 3 kilometers. The tallest object in the world, Mount Everest, stands at just under 10 kilometers tall. As we go higher, the air starts to become thinner, making it difficult for flying vehicles to operate. Helicopters have a flight ceiling of about 5 kilometers as air becomes too thin to support their mass. Finally, at 10 kilometers, we reach the typical cruising altitude of commercial jet airplanes. Scaling out yet further, we reach the maximum altitude that clouds can form at around 20 kilometers. The highest flying jet aircraft to be made, the SR-71, has a maximum flight altitude of about 25 kilometers. Finally, the highest skydive jump took place at 38 kilometers from a high-altitude helium balloon. At this altitude, it is impossible to survive without a spacesuit, as the atmosphere has thinned to almost nothing. We must continue journeying up another 60 kilometers before we reach the boundary of space, the Kármán line.